Hi, Ralph. Hi, Trevor. Hi, Jimmy. Hi, Sal. These are my new friends on Snake Island, because I'm going fucking crazy, because we're sleeping on an island full of snakes. Pretty sure I'm gonna die.
There is one.
Wait, what?
5 snakes.
5?
Yeah.
Assim, vista do mar, a Ilha da Queimada Grande, no litoral sul de São Paulo, parece um pedaço de paraíso no meio do Oceano Atlântico. Pura ilusão. Apesar da beleza natural, poucos lugares no planeta se parecem tanto com o inferno.
There's a small island about 100 miles off the coast of São Paulo, Brazil, that every Brazilian knows about, but only few have dared travel to.
Eu escuto dizer isso há muitos anos, desde o tempo do meu pai. Porque a turma tem medo, tem receio, não sobe mesmo.
According to local legend, even fewer have survived the trip.
Os caras que estavam em barco viram caixa de banana, entraram lá para cortar, as 2 pessoas morreram. Entende? Na minha cabeça, só acredito que foi os piratas que colocou ali, para proteger os galeões de ouro. E acredito que ali tem ouro. Como que essas cobras veio aparecer ali? Cobra que não tem por aqui em nenhum continente.
La Ilha da Queimada Grande, better known as Snake Island, is infested with one of the most deadly snakes the world has ever known, the Golden Lancehead Viper.
Você já ouviu falar da jararaca ilhoa? É uma cobra super perigosa, com um veneno capaz de matar uma pessoa em menos de 1 hora. Ela existe em apenas um lugar do mundo, a Ilha da Queimada Grande.
With an estimated 3,000 specimens living on the island, this small chunk of land has the highest concentration of venomous snakes in the world. According to local legend, in the 1920s, a lighthouse keeper and his family were assigned as stewards of the island.
Faroleiro vivia aqui com a mulher e a filha de 5 anos. Os 2 morreram. Não havia nem tempo e nem barco para levá-los ao continente.
In more recent times, the Brazilian government declared the inhospitable, rocky terrain off-limits to the general population. Once a year, they make the journey there to do maintenance on what is now an automated lighthouse. The Brazilian Navy granted us access to the island, and even invited us along to accompany them during their annual expedition to the lighthouse. São Paulo, Brazil, the city that is at the heart of the country's current economic boom. Over the next 10 years, is expected to have the 2nd highest economic growth of any city in the world. Buried deep within the country's diverse economy is a black market of animal smugglers, or more precisely, biopirates.
Com certeza existe essa pirataria. Isso é comum aqui no Brasil, todo mundo sabe da indústria farmacêutica estar instalada nas nossas selvas e pegando todos os princípios ativos, não só de plantas, como também de animais.
This has led scientists and environmentalists to fight for the island's protection. Leading the charge is a group of researchers at the Butantan Institute in São Paulo, which is where we met Marcelo Duarte.
Anaconda, more than 3.5 meters, is female. This is a big female. The smell in your hands lasts for 3 or 4 days. Even soaping, washing your hands with soap is very stinky.
Since its foundation, the Butantan Institute has been at the forefront of developing biopharmaceuticals from snake venom.
Every year, thousands of Brazilian plantation workers are bitten by snakes. The scientists at Butantan have cut the death rate way down. Here, poisonous reptiles live in palatial quarters and are induced to yield their venom so that serums can be made to combat the activities of other poisonous reptiles.
Marcelo is one of the Institute's lead researchers, and he and his team are experts on the medical potential of the golden lancehead and other similar species.
Existem algumas frações no veneno que já comprovadamente elas podem ser utilizadas para problemas cardíacos, por exemplo, né? Circulação, no bloqueio de determinados fatores da coagulação, né? Nós estamos só arranhando ainda, né? esse universo da potencialidade dos venenos, né?
Marcelo is one of only a handful of scientists to set foot on Snake Island, a place that he says is ecologically unique and has the potential to be the source of revolutionary developments in science and medicine.
Então, quando o nível do mar aumentava, e alguma hora essa população de serpente de jararaca ficou isolada nessa ilha.
When Snake Island first separated from the mainland, the island species of snake began to evolve on a separate path from its mainland cousin. But since the island contains no natural predators or ground-level prey for the snakes, the Golden Lancehead took the hunt to the trees, where migratory birds perched during pit stops on their long journeys. The result was the Golden Lancehead developing an incredibly potent and specialized fast-acting venom that kills the birds instantly. Marcelo was unavailable to join us on our trip, so instead he sent us with his fellow Buntantan researcher, Karina Rodriguez, and a few of their colleagues. We were also joined by Angela, a Brazilian journalist who has reported on the island many times.
Olhe 10 vezes aonde você pisa e 100 vezes onde coloca a mão. Mas, além disso, outras precauções devem ser tomadas. Uma meia bem grossa.
Getting onto Snake Island legally also requires that a doctor be present at all times. In the event that the worst-case scenario happens, an anti-venom needs to be administered to someone who's been bitten by a snake.
Você tem uma grande chance, né, de morrer.
Talk to the admiral of the island, find out why the Navy looks after this giant island full of snakes. Admiral, do you have any advice for us on the island?
You will follow the people in Butantan Island, specialize these people to do the maintenance and have training to be cared.
So are the people you choose, are they ever scared to go on the island?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Many scared because the snake there is a special snake.
Would you go on the island yourself?
I think no.
We were told that our captain was one of the most respected and accomplished men in the Brazilian Navy, specifically assigned to this mission to help ensure our safety.
Por volta de 17h30 nós estamos chegando aí, nós iremos fundear, passaremos a noite fundeados, né? E amanhã pela manhã iniciaremos as operações.
Concentrar o pessoal na polpa para deixar. O pessoal dá um aspecto de formatura. Bom, senhores, primeiramente, se em caso de necessidade de abandono do navio por alagamento ou um sinistro a bordo que ele não consiga controlar, o local de concentração da tripulação, destacados, é aqui na popa. Vamos proceder agora um adestramento dos coletes, de uso dos coletes. And then you jump in the water. Jump in the water? Yeah. Groups of two. Only four.
Getting my sea legs already, but I have a feeling it's just gonna get worse. We can still see the land, and we have a good 6 or 7 hours at least to go. So we've been out at sea for a couple hours, can't see anything in any direction, complete open water. This boat has one speed, and it's extremely slow and very rocky. Some people are having some troubles with seasickness. Everyone seems to be kind of taking a nap, so I think I'll do the same.
Finally, about 8 hours after we left the port, we spotted something ominous on the horizon.
Olha esse 5 aqui, vê a distância aí da ilha.
13 milhas e meio.
So we're finally here, Snake Island. A whole lot of snakes on a little chunk of land. Not sure I want to be here now.
Ó, o navio já tá girando. O navio já tá girando. Qual o vento aí?
Shit. Now we have a storm coming immediately after our arrival. It's one of the most ridiculous clouds I've ever seen, and it's coming right for us, like racing towards us. More and more, I really do think we've come to like an experimental island, and I can't fucking believe we're actually gonna go walk up that thing.
Sometimes the ocean changes and you can't go out. So sometimes you have to wait here for 2 or 3 days until the ocean is okay for you to ride. Quando te falaram que você vinha pra cá e ia entrar na Ilha das Cobras?
Não gostei muito da ideia, não. São bodes. Agora, puxa o raio. Aquilo ali era mulher. Agora cedo saía da cama na ponta do pé.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I am looking forward to going to an island full of snakes tomorrow. I just hope no one dies. My testicles are slowly receding into my stomach, which I believe is an instinctive reaction to going to an island full of fucking poisonous snakes. Besides being home to the Earth's highest concentration of animals that can kill you, there's no beach, which means the only place to quote-unquote safely dock is an old signpost on a slippery, algae-covered bed of rocks.
Fica olhando pra mim que se a maré estiver me jogando, tu solta, pode pagar, viu? Não vai prender, pô.
Tá girando. Vem. Acho que o começo tá bom. Pera aí, eu bati um. Pode ir.
Todo mundo pronto? Senhores, vamos ter atenção, tá? Tá pronto pra fora.
Sem medo,
a gente foi preparado.
Moving a little faster than I thought, with snakes lurking in every nook and cranny. Imagine these snakes as moving landmines that, instead of blowing you up, will cause your organs to liquefy in a slow, tedious death. That's pretty much what we were walking into. Bringing in this industrial weed whacker. They're gonna clear the way.
Aqui tá escorregadio, tá?
Snake Island's terrain is also inhospitable and at points downright deadly. On our hour-and-a-half-long journey up the base of one of the island's numerous mountains, we spotted a security camera hanging from a tree.
There is no identification.
This is a trap. Camera trap.
Você sabe de quem é?
Não.
A gente poderia, da última vez a gente desarmou ele.
Is it the Navy's?
We don't know.
Com certeza alguém veio colocar.
Flor, look out! Cuidado aqui, serpente.
Ó, tem uma serpente aqui, viu?
Snake right there.
Já foi embora?
Mas toma cuidado, porque vai ter que subir a pedra e ela pode estar lá.
Olha, ela tá aqui, ó. Ela aqui, ó. Olha no som.
Não, é assim. Elas podem estar em qualquer lugar, então...
This is the problem, because you can't see the snakes here. The last time I came, it was worse than this.
Essa aqui é aquela pedra que a gente tem que trazer o material pra subir.
It's hard enough to tromp up this goddamn hill as it is. And these poor guys have to carry batteries and light bulbs and all sorts of shit for the lighthouse to fix it. Apparently, most of the snakes on this island are in the trees because that's where the birds land. It's one of the main sources for food.
See this? They are very...
I really don't want to go in this hole. It's where the snakes are, I know it. I just know it. We've seen 3 snakes so far, which isn't a lot, but it is early in the morning, it's hot. I'm sure there's hundreds around us right now.
Pode vir. Tá quase, tá, só falta um pedaço, só falta uma volta e a gente já tá lá em cima já.
Here we are at the fabled lighthouse. The door's busted off.
A torre foi construída em 1909, no início do...
What happened to the lighthouse man? Why did he leave in the 1920s?
Não há registro formal do que aconteceu, né? É fato que houve tentativa de melhorar as condições de vida na ilha, mas foi verificado que a melhor solução era automatizar o farol.
Eu acho meu trabalho um trabalho muito recompensador. Só olhar em volta. Isso aí paga toda a subida, toda a caminhada que a gente teve, toda a dificuldade. Só é saber que a gente vai restabelecer o sinal e deixar os navegantes mais seguros. O problema foi esse aqui, ó. Aqueceu, superaqueceu, eclipsou. A gente vai efetuar a troca desse equipamento aqui. A gente vai realizar agora o último teste e depois efetuar a troca das baterias na parte inferior do farol. E aí a nossa faina está concluída. Encarar de novo as cobras.
Of course, one of the first dozen snakes we spotted was inside the lighthouse, hiding under the old batteries that moments earlier I had been sitting on.
Caralho, não sei. A cobra tá lá dentro. Mais da bateria. Olha, ela tá aí.
Sai. Can either be. It's gonna fall. I need to put it somewhere
You
else.
see how everyone backed off, everyone knew that this thing, one bite, is gonna ruin your day big time. After the crew got the lighthouse up and running again, they didn't waste a second hightailing it off the island and back onto the boat. Now we're here with the researchers, the Butantan Institute. We're gonna go to the other side of the island. We're gonna camp out overnight and see what fate the snakes deal us. As we explored the overgrown portions of the island with the researchers, we spotted a snake at least once every 5 minutes. And these were just the ones we saw. For each snake that made itself visible, there were undoubtedly dozens more around us, camouflaged by the brush and hanging from the trees.
For those who work with snakes, it's very hard to go to the field and find many snakes. And in here, you don't have to walk that much and you can see many snakes. So these are special conditions you can never find anywhere else. I mean, here is the biggest abundance of venomous snakes in the world.
The researchers from Buntantan catch the snakes, weigh them, and then inject them with microchips.
Mas tem que ver se tá. Once we find an animal, we just capture them, so we can measure and weigh. We check about the reproductive status of the animal.
102. Essa é uma cor.
Chipa.
Só chipar e o peso.
Now we're going to insert the microchip on it. 148 grams.
This gives them vital information about an inherently endangered species. It's really unnerving here because your eyes start playing tricks on you and everything looks like a snake. Trees, and the grass, and the bushes. And then you get confused because when you see a real snake, you get a little relaxed. You're like, that's not a snake. And then it bites you. Given how often we spotted snakes slithering around in the grass, it was hard to believe Karina when she told us that the island's golden lancehead population has been dwindling for years. How many snakes do you think there are on this island? Like, can you estimate?
People used to think that there were around 4,000 snakes, and probably now it's around 1,500, 2,000. Apparently it's decreasing.
Smugglers, also known as biopirates, have decreased the total population of what is already an inherently endangered species.
So it's very common, actually, that when we get to the continent, if we have animals with us, like a friend of ours already went to the continent carrying snakes, which were supposed to go to our lab. And then a guy just came to her and asked her if she wanted to sell it. And they offer like $10,000 to $30,000 for one snake. So
for this snake? For this snake, yeah. Following up on rumors of snake smugglers going to the island, we were able to find one to talk to us, provided we didn't show his face.
Digamos que 25% da minha renda eu chego a adquirir na venda de cobras. Eu vendo as cobras para brasileiro que tem os contatos lá fora.
And what would happen to you if you got caught?
Se você for pego, na teoria você tem que ir preso, é crime inafiançável. Mas acaba que não acontece isso, as pessoas conseguem sair rápido quando vão presas e conseguem subornar os fiscais. Às vezes os próprios fiscais estão envolvidos com isso.
He told us that even though stealing exotic animals is his main source of income, he would never risk actually going to Snake Island. But later he made comments that were inconsistent with his claim. So let's say I approached you for Golden Lancehead, you've agreed to go to Snake Island and agreed to the fee. Do you have anyone on the inside that can kind of tip you off?
Com certeza a gente conseguiria dar uma forcinha para alguém para a gente chegar lá. Mas tem que ter conhecimento. E se algo acontecesse, talvez desse o jeitinho brasileiro, né? A gente tentaria dar dinheiro para eles para sair ileso. Mas risco ia correr. Se não corresse risco, todo mundo ia lá, pegava as cobras lá. Tendo dinheiro, a gente consegue chegar lá em uma semana, consegue preparar tudo, com certeza. Até menos. No Brasil, tudo se dá jeito.
Even in terms of illegally smuggled animals, $30,000 is a lot. So why does a snake cost so much money? Is it only wealthy snake collectors buying these things on the black market? Is there something special about their venom? No one knows. Or at the very least, they weren't giving it up.
This is very important to understand the evolution of inside this genus, Bothrops, which is a very special genus here because many of the accidents with snakes in Brazil are caused by this genus, so it is very important to us to have knowledge about it in general.
time for washing, because otherwise the crocodiles will be over everything tomorrow. Over the table, over everything, so there's no way out. Come here.
Yeah. In our kitchen.
We quickly discovered that poisonous snakes weren't the only thing crawling around in the dirt.
Oh, look at that. They love the food that we've dropped, the morsels and crumbs of deliciousness. These cockroaches just want to eat it.
And they're yellow. There. 5 snakes.
5?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I see them.
Yes.
No. Wait, what?
Here is one. Yeah, look where I focus. Here.
This is like the worst fucking place I've ever been. It's like literally, it's like humans don't come here. There's like no beach, shitty waves. Like it looks beautiful, but there's fucking cockroaches and blue locusts. Like what does that mean? It's like literally biblical. And fucking snakes that'll kill your ass in one bite here. Just come to Snake Island. Business is booming. Fuck. Told you. You idiot. Another beautiful night on Snake Island. I think there are cockroaches under my ass right now.
Thankfully, our journey concluded without anyone's skin being pierced by fangs or being injected with life-saving serum.
Our 2 days on Snake Island are over. I kissed the floor of the boat when I got on here. We defied hundreds, if not thousands, of snakes biting us, and we're gonna go to the safety of real land. And of course, I feel like $1 million right now.
As we motored away, I couldn't help but think that the only reason we survived was because Snake Island let us. It almost seemed like we had exited some strange dimension, one ruled by nature and beast and with a type of savage beauty that is rare in this day and age. And I had no intention of ever returning again.